Okay, let's continue with what we were looking from previous chapters. As we saw, price moves up or down irrespective of time frame. It purely depends on demand or supply. So we can have a bias stating that price can move in either up direction, down direction, or sideways direction. Now, when price moves upwards for quite some time, that's when we call in traders lingo uptrend. And when price is moving downwards for quite some time, that's when we mention price to be in downtrend. And of course, when price is stuck and moves nowhere, just moves twin direction swinging either way stuck inside a range area, that's where we term as sideways. Price never moves in a single direction. It always travels in a waveform, moving up for some time, then down for some time, again up, then down, and so on and so forth. Let's analyze this price wave a little bit. This point is the low point where price started its up move. Let's call it as low, followed by a high point where price started to go down. Let's call it as high. Again, a low is made over here and bounced up. Let's continue with the process of marking all the lows and highs that can be plotted on this price wave. Now that's a low. We have a high on top over there. Again, there is a low. We have a high on top, and finally we have a low. See, it's been plotted. Now comparing this low to the low at the bottom, the value of the marked low is high, so it is not exactly a low, rather we can call it to be a higher low, and this would be the case for all lows marked here, as each low is higher than previous lows. Hence we can call any loss that is upper to previous low as higher low hereafter. It is a trader's lingo, okay? And now it is not only with lows, it is also regarding highs. Even one high can beat another high, so here we call them as higher highs. This is the actual representation of price waveform. This movement of price with series of higher lows and higher highs tend to show that price is in steady up move. We can call it as uptrend. In other way, higher highs and higher low can be shortened to be called as HH and HL. I know we are getting into core now, but which might take a little hard to grasp initially. Please don't worry, okay? Going through this course over and over for multiple times will make it easier for you. So kindly go through it. Moving on. Now we need to look for downtrend. Already drawn is a downtrending line. Now I am going to give you clue on what to be marked on this. It would be lower high and lower low. By now you know that it can be also said as LH and LL. Look into what is being drawn and start to plot LH and LL in your mind, okay? Take your time. All these dashes that's been drawn, just that's for your reference, but try to plot LH and LL inside your mind. I can give you like 10 seconds. Okay, time up. That's a high, that's a low. LH, LL, LH, LL, LH, LL, LH, LL. If this is what you got in your mind, excellent job. Well, let me give you the standard definition as well. Whenever price makes series of lower highs and lower lows, that's the scenario called downtrend. This prevails when supply is more than demand, or sellers are ruling, or even more, bears are the winners. See? Hope you are keeping up with it. Let's look into sideways. It by definition means sideways, no direction at all. When price starts to make equal highs like this and equal lows like this, then we can assume that price is in sideways mode. To identify equal highs, you would need minimum 2 high points with same coinciding area and vice versa for equal lows. Then only we can tend to assume it is in sideways trend. So overall we have covered what type of trend prevails, what are higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, and equal high low scenario. Now we can look into another small concept that we need to be aware of. Say price is traveling in this direction, it makes higher high and takes turn, goes down, makes higher low, takes turn, goes up. Well, we have another name for these zones other than higher high and higher low. These are called as swing high, and the bottom area is called as swing low. Why swing? It's just real resemblance to an actual swing, similar to what price takes turn for swing low. See, this might be seem a little weird. Swing on high is actually an inverted swing. Okay, that's pretty much the concept of trend and its features. We shall learn little further in upcoming lessons. Okay, now let's see whatever we have learned on a real chart. So back to tradingview.com, and we can see Nifty 50. Again, it is a candlestick chart. What I'm going to do as of now is click on the time frame, switch to 1 month, and I'm going to zoom out. Excuse me. And okay, this is as far as we can zoom out. So now I'm going to take a function called arrow. Okay, add to favorites. Let's see, I would like to use this arrow for quite some time, so I can choose from here. I'm gonna pick a color called, let's say, blue. Okay, what you see is a monthly chart, and price is in a waveform. You can see it. Let me draw. This is the low point from where my mouse is kept. Clicking it, this is the high point. I'm dropping it. From this high it went to another low, but this is not a low. From what we have learned, it is higher low, because this is the low. This low is higher than this low, so it is higher low. Price makes equal highs, price goes down making a low, but it is again another higher low compared to this low, right? And it goes to a new high. This is called higher high. From here it makes a higher low. From here it makes a higher high, and we don't know what is happening as of now. beyond this there are no higher lows or higher highs because we are at the high point. Okay, so as you can see, it is in a wave form, an up and down, an up and down. Okay, now let's before that, if you see, by the definition, if you get a series of higher highs and higher lows, it is termed as uptrend, right? So our Nifty, the overall market index, is in an uptrend as of now, because we can see higher lows at this point, higher highs and a higher high. We can expect a higher low, or there can be another higher high somewhere on top, I don't know, but as of now we can judge with the price waveform on a monthly chart, it is uptrend, right? Okay, let's switch to weekly. Okay, on a weekly chart, I'm zooming out completely. You can see the same arrows that has been plotted. I'm going to consider only the last arrow over here because the recent arrow. I'm going to move this towards down here. On this weekly chart, I'm going to pick another color, say red. This is the low of this wave because monthly wave ended over here. It made a high, it made a higher low, it made a higher high, it made a, okay, I can take this as well, higher low, it made a higher high, it made a higher low, and price is currently somewhere over here, so I'm just making it that way. So what you can see is the blue line. Please take note, the blue line that was drawn on monthly chart, but if we break down into weekly, we can see series of another waves. You know, the big wave has smaller waves in it. Isn't that something amazing? Well, of course, overall on a monthly chart, it is already in uptrend. Now, considering the weekly chart, it is also in uptrend. The powerful, definition of uptrend itself is higher highs and higher lows. And even on weekly, it is making higher lows. We have higher highs. As if now the price is stuck over here, which we don't know where it can go, upside or downside, but we can wait. But overall still it is an uptrend. Now what I'm gonna do is I want to switch to daily chart. Okay, now since this zone is inside, I'm not going to consider this. This is the wave that's matching the monthly, the weekly, and I'm going to take daily upon this candle. Let's take arrow. I'm going to change the color to green. Let's see. This is the low. It made a high. It made a higher low. It didn't cross this high, so it is not even a new high. So it made a lower low compared to this low. It is a lower low. But from here, it made a new high. It made a higher low. Made another high. What do you see? Okay, this is after election. this zone. I'm not taking into consideration at this moment. We will get back to this zone afterwards. As of now, I am just focusing on uptrend. So, monthly wave blue, weekly wave red, daily wave green. And guess what? Definitely, I can switch to lower time frames and still you can plot lower waves. It can go even till 1 second. Okay. Now, if you take notice, just look into the picture. Once a trend begins, there will be one big up move, a small down move. Here it went a little up, came down, one big up move, small down move, big up move, and trend just didn't continue over here. Now, if you just consider this zone, the green line, without moving to lower time frame, I want you to picturize. I'm not going to go into 1 hour or 4 hour or 3 minutes, 15 minutes, anything. I want you to just picturize yourself inside your mind. I'm gonna draw along with, let's pick violet. Yeah, this is low, very nice. This is a bullish. It made a high, 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 a high. You get this point? Now from this high we have a low. Do you agree? Now from this low we have a high. From this high we have a low. From this high we have a high. The same candle is a low. From this low there is a high. From this high we have a low, and we have another high, and here it went down. Now I need you to focus over here. See how crucial this is. Even expert analysts may not even have undergone this, but I am just trying to invoke a good amount of knowledge. Price waves are really important. So each up move and a small down move, a big up move, a small down move, a big up move, a small down move, a big up move, a small down move. You can literally buy at this zone, this zone, this zone, this zone. Why did I plot these zones? You have already learned the lesson. A buyer always wants to buy low. That's why higher low is the place where a buyer has to buy. Maybe it doesn't fit the exact scenario or the exact place to explain the entry point, but I'm just giving you a simple glimpse of how things work. I'm not using any indicators or anything. It's just a matter of higher highs and higher lows as if now. We will get a little advanced on later stage, but look into this. You have to buy low. That much you got it right. You are a buyer because it is an uptrend. Every wave is moving upwards, so you are supposed to buy. But on an uptrend, you are not supposed to chase the price. You are supposed to wait for the price to come to your zone, and your zone has to be low. So when the low comes, where to take trade, those parts we will get to know in upcoming chapters. But again, this is a small introduction of idea that I'm plotting into your mind. And now you can definitely, you are most welcome to go into 1 hour, 4 hour charts, and even going to dissect these into further smaller waves. Of course, each wave has its own up and down motion. See how beautiful this turned out. Now, okay, if you are so much interested, because I cannot load 1 minute or 5 minute charts on those waves, but we can try over here and let's see how far it can go. It went. Oh, that's good. I don't see the remaining waves. Okay, so this red is meant to be obviously the weekly, right? And this is a major uptrend. So if you zoom out, you get the big picture. If you zoom in, it's nothing. It's just candles up, down, up, down. We don't know the picture, right? So always begin your chart at the extreme zoomed out position. Go to monthly chart. Nobody is gonna stop you. Just open monthly chart. Zoom out completely. Look. Where are the price waves forming? Where are the higher highs and higher lows? Now, you sure know higher highs and higher lows tend to give you the picture of uptrend. And for that, I also need to say something regarding swing high and swing low, right? You haven't forgotten, right? Swing high and swing low. Okay, the price is moving. What is a tool called rectangle? Yeah, we have rectangle. Price starts to move from here. It made a high. It turned down. We can name this as swing high, remember, right? And price came down from here, it bounced up. So this can be called as swing low. It went on a path like this. It went, and it made a high over here. It's not exactly a high, a swing, the swing arc. That arc happened over here. And there is another arc over here, it's called swing low. This arc turns to a swing high over here. And we have a swing low. It's good, right? See how beautiful. We have another. See, we have waves inside waves. We can connect swing lows to swing high and swing high to swing low. Connect the dots. Always try to connect the dots. People say trading is an art. Definitely, I would agree to that. Big wave, the blue one, and small purple waves inside the big wave. Just connect swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And even these are higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. When you open a chart, always try to. I don't need you to exactly know the terms like higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, swing high, swing low. I don't want you to confuse on those things. Just visualize. I need you to pictureize. Price is moving up, it is coming down, moving up, down, up. And connect the dots yourself. You don't even have to know the name, but just try to connect the dots. That's all you need to do. Okay, and so far we have just looked into the uptrend basically. Now let's look into an example for downtrend so that you get to familiarize with what is a downtrend and a side trend. Okay. So for a downtrend, I'm going to change the stock name basically only. As you know, the Nifty is not exactly in a downtrend now. Let me just click over here and type in LIC Housing Finance and let me select it. Okay, so LIC Housing Finance on a monthly chart. I have zoomed out completely. Now I'm not going to mark the arrows or swing high or swing lows. It's more or less that you can simply understand. I want you to try to visualize what I'm trying to say. This point, low. This point, high. This point, higher low. This point, equal high. This point, equal low. This point, did you get it? It's higher high. Okay. This is higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, equal low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher. It's not low yet because we just broke this low and we have a low over here. So it is ongoing session, so we shouldn't look into this. But since if I draw the arrow from here to here, this is definitely a down move, right? Because it is on a monthly chart, and I'm going to zoom in and pick weekly. Yeah. So you see the weekly chart that's been displayed. What do you exactly see? Can you see the downtrend that is happening? This is the high. This is the low. This is the lower high. Because this is a high, we have another small high but lower to this high. So it is a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Now when I say higher high, excuse me, okay, I have marked it. This was a lower high, this was lower low, this was a lower high, this was a lower low, but this is actually higher high compared to this high, right? Do you agree to that? But compared to this high, see, this high is higher, this is lower. Regarding this, we will be learning further what to actually consider when you say higher high or higher low. Sorry, lower high. Now I think you might be confused. So in that context, let me just write it over here. This is lower high. Okay. And lower high. Yes, fine. Interesting. Okay, sorry, I was just checking something else over here. Okay, let me. Oh, yeah, fine. This is a lower high. This is also a lower high, but this is a higher high compared to this lower high. Why, I will tell you in upcoming chapters. Okay. Let's go to 1-day candlestick. On this, you will be able to see very neat higher highs, sorry, lower highs and lower lows. From starting from here, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Didn't break it. It didn't break it. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. It's hardly equal low, but lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. Do you get to visualize what a downtrend is? Because I'm not plotting any of these arrows. Even I'm going to take this out. What do you see? Can you simply visualize what is happening over here? Just check. If this box, it starts from this corner, it goes in a 45-degree angle towards this corner. It's more of a diagonal. I hope you can visualize what I'm trying to say. A rectangle, a price within it, it is traveling from this end till this corner in a good fashion way, making lower highs and lower lows. That, my friend, is the definition of a downtrend. Well, now we have to just look into sideways, right? Let's see sideways. Let me just scroll further back. Okay, I think this would be great. I have zoomed out to the extreme end. Tell me, where do you see sideways trend? Sideways, for your information, it needs to have equal highs and equal lows. Where all do you see such instance? Well, if you just saw this one, well done. It has a high, equal highs, equal lows. That is great, right? And if you just got this, well and good. Equal highs, equal lows. Now you can also consider this big one. Equal highs, equal lows, right? Now see, sideways trend is also an opportunity for you to trade, and we will get across those things on later stage. As of now, we are just in the introduction phase of different types of trend. So majorly you have learned uptrend, which makes series of higher highs and higher lows. You learned downtrend, which makes series of lower highs and lower lows. And you know equal highs and equal lows, those are sideways trend. Now obviously you might have a question that how can a sideways trend happen inside an uptrend? Yes, definitely it can happen even during downtrend or uptrend. The uptrend starts a move and it can take rest as long as it wants to, and it can continue its journey. So even though this line, even though the red line that you see is a single straight line, more or less the price wanted to move in a like what, in a car, I guess. Car can be a car, it could be bike, let's say a bike. See, a bike, if you are accelerating, it goes very fast, and once you reach 70-80 km per hour, you travel on a cruise mode. That would be this way. And let's say you have a hill slope downwards, you get more speed. That would be this. Well, I think I just ruined there with a stupid example, but you get the idea. It's just up move, resting phase, again up move. That's what this is about. Now who knows whether this downtrend, it's not a downtrend, but this down move can have impact similar to what we saw, a resting phase. It could be to downside or even to the upside. The direction we don't know yet. So pretty much that's it. You have learned new stuffs and new insights based on this single arrow mechanism, uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. I guess you have learned all of this, and see you in the following chapter.